So I'm gonna do a mohawk section and then section these two areas right through here and leave the back open. I'll probably split this into two as I'm going up, because this is the widest part of the head. So I'm gonna do teasy lights, and this would be considered a foliage. And I'm gonna go straight across, diagonal, diagonal, straight across, diagonal, diagonal, straight across in the back. So I'm just gonna tease here and then weave. Grab a foil. So I did back comb teasy lights, 3 teases, and then I weaved the ends so that way it looks more foliaged. So I did 3 teases and then I did a heavy weave, and I did 2 straight ones on the bottom because she's got a finer area right in through here. It's not as wide. And then on the sides I angled them. So I angled them more like this. And then you tease 3 times, weave, and then put the color on. And then I went back into the center so that way there was nothing missing, and then did a straight across, and then right through here, since this is more of a narrow area, I did 3 slices, teased and weaved all through the top. And then now I'm gonna work my way to the front. So with the sides here, I didn't do any teasy lights because this is the area that you want to be the blondest, but you also want it to be really soft and pretty. So I piggybacked this area, and I use this Framar brush, or you can do really light weaves in the front. But I piggybacked these, I did 3 in a row, and then I started to do the hair in between, her natural in between, and then spread them out a little bit further, because this is your darkest part, this is your blondest part. And then they kind of all pivot, and so they just go up like this. If you can see, they're at an angle. So diagonal sections, but kind of straight diagonal, if that makes sense. It'll just lay a lot better. I did the same thing from this side to this side. I did them both the same way. So just mirrored them. 3 on this side, back to back, piggyback, and then I started doing slices of her natural hair, left out of the foil, and then spaced them further apart as I got to the back. Diagonal sections, yeah. So in the front, I did piggyback highlights, and there's 3 in a row, and I just did them with the Framar comb, and just went back to back, so that way this is the blondest piece, angled them like this. Can you see the angle? And then once I did 3, I went towards the center and made these go back to back, and then started spacing them apart. So doing the same thing on the sides as I am up top. These were all together, and now I'm using her natural hair to separate the highlights, and just worked my way all the way back with 1 foil. You want to check on the foils every, I'd say 15 minutes, just to see where you're at. She's not quite there. She's like at a yellow, I don't know, banana peel. So, yeah, you want to be a little bit more on the white side. Maybe not all the way white, but. So if you decide to use heat, it's 20 minutes under the dryer, 15 of the hot, cool for 5. If you're doing all over color, it's 25 minutes, 15 under the dryer, 10 to cool. If you decide that you don't want to use the heat, it's 45 minutes typically to process the blonde, and 45 minutes to process the color. It's 20 minutes for blondes, 15 for the heater, and then 5 to cool. And then for an all over color, 15 for the heat, and then 10 to cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for shines, it's only 20 minutes as well. So if you're using the demi, 20 minutes, 15 under the heat, 5 to cool.
Okay.
2. Yeah. So this is close to the color that we want her to be at. Level 10. Let me just check these right here. Yeah.
Let me grab focus on that. So we're looking for like a white?
Yep, more like a white. It's like at a yellow, probably like this is between a 9 and a 10. So she'll probably a few more minutes and I'm gonna take her back.
For the wash?
Yes.